Today we meet Mirza Akayan, a humble soul who became the ever-ready servant. He was entrusted with recording the divine revelation of Baha'u'llah. Mirza Akayan was no scholar or a noble. Born in Kashan, Persia, he was a maker of soap, living a simple life. Yet the hand of providence had greater plans for him. One night, a dream changed everything. In his dream, Mirza Akayan saw the Bab, the herald of the Bahá'í Faith. The very next day, he stumbled upon Baha'u'llah's writings, igniting a fire in his soul. Compelled to find the Promised One, he journeyed to Karbala, where Baha'u'llah was visiting. In Karbala, Mirza Akayan was tasked with serving Baha'u'llah. As it was summertime, Baha'u'llah was in the habit of passing his evenings and of sleeping on the roof of the house. That night, when he had gone to sleep, I, according to his instructions, lay down for a brief rest, at a distance of a few feet away from him. No sooner had I risen and started to offer my prayers, in a corner of the roof which adjoined a wall, I beheld his blessed person rise and walk towards me. When he reached me, he said, "You too are awake." Whereupon he began to chant and pace back and forth. How shall I ever describe that voice and the verses it intoned, and his gait as he strode before me? Methinks, with every step he took and every word he uttered, thousands of oceans of light surged before my face, and thousands of worlds of incomparable splendor were unveiled to my eyes, and thousands of suns blazed their light upon me. In the moonlight that streamed upon him, he thus continued to walk and to chant. Every time he approached me, he would pause, and in a tone so wondrous that no tongue can describe it, would say, "Hear me, my son, by God the True One. This cause will assuredly be made manifest." He continued to walk and chant, and to address me with these words until the first streaks of dawn appeared. Afterwards, I removed his bedding to his room, and having prepared his tea for him, was dismissed from his presence. In that moment, Mirza Akayan glimpsed the kingdom of glory. He recognized Baha'u'llah as the Promised One. 10 years before his public declaration, Baha'u'llah called him Habib Hazir, the ever-ready servant, and chose him as his secretary, a role he would fulfill for nearly 40 years. Mirza Akayan's task was extraordinary. Baha'u'llah's revelations poured forth like copious rain, sometimes equal to 1,000 verses in a single hour. The scribe's pen would struggle to keep up, the ink barely dry before the page was filled. At times he begged Baha'u'llah to slow down, his shorthand of scribble only he could decipher. One believer who witnessed these moments described the room as alive, pulsating with light. Baha'u'llah's face was transfigured, his presence radiating such glory that none could gaze upon him for long. Mirza Akayan, though, endured this divine atmosphere, sustained by his love and faith. Baha'u'llah once said, "Such is the station ordained for the true believer, that if to the extent smaller than the needle's eye, the glory of that station were unveiled, every beholder would be consumed in his longing to attain it." Mirza Akayan's story challenges us. He was no learned scholar, yet Baha'u'llah transformed him into a vessel of divine service. His readiness, his willingness to answer the call, made him worthy. As Baha'is, how can we be ever ready in our own lives? How can we prepare our hearts to serve the cause? Join us next time as we explore another soul touched by Baha'u'llah's glory. Until then, reflect upon the extraordinary experience of Mirza on that rooftop.